y'all. Hey, happy Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. And guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's us. It's me.
It's
her.
we.
It's
It's
we.
we.
Tell them what's up, BOXIANA. How you doing today?
I'm good and belligerent tonight, friend. How you doing?
So we got the full minutes tonight.
We getting 2010 Gucci Man tonight.
Let me make sure my edges is
You laid down, girl. You look good.
okay.
You look good. You look glowing. So I hope you ready because I'm finna knock that shit right on back.
Oh, good Lord. Y'all pray for me. Pray for us. Let's get it. How was your week?
It was long, friend. I worked 55 hours this week. It was real crazy. It was long and crazy. What about you?
It was long. It wasn't crazy. I got my partner back, so things went a little bit more smoothly than they have been going. But I'm always happy for Friday. Always very happy for Friday. We are happy for Friday because we love doing this show. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. Come on in. And I got some company too. Y'all come on in the room.
My favorite company. Don't you talk about my people. Don't you talk about my people.
Y'all, I have my parents in the place, so bear with me. Yeah. Y'all come on in the room.
I'm surprised they ain't doing the show with you tonight.
She done said she. She
on,
want to introduce herself. She want to.
Nah, I don't need to meet my auntie. You stay off the camera. You tell her I said it. Because ain't no need for these people to be trying to hate Miss Linda like they know her.
Okay.
Don't talk to my auntie. Y'all get your ass windmilled in her.
Okay, yeah, she drinking. All around, strong, LLC. Come on in the room, y'all. How you doing, Southpaw Boxing 77? What's up, Carl Burrell, CB Sports TV, Kevin Sims, TZ Frank, Miami Snoopy 305. We have Brent Fox in the house. Pablo Escobar is in the house. How you doing, Pablo? D21519 is in the house. Hey, Harvey Johnson downstairs. Frank from the land, Eric 415, Anthony Bolden, Acondo, Sami Hassan, Big Sheena. How you doing, girl? Joseph Townsend. What's up, Big Joe Townsend? I ain't seen. I've been MIA. I've been working hard this week. How you doing, Joe? Sheena came through with a nice super sticker. Thank you, Sheena. And looky.
We not talking
showed up today.
We not talking to you. We not talking to you. I'm so mad at you because we needed you last week. And I just knew you was gonna be in here.
Coach, we was looking for you. Amber, we were looking for you. We needed you last week. Amber says, so mad I missed last Friday. We are too. I would have scorched everyone from AJ to Brona all the way to Maul and his wife for Chris Bree. Box. It had to be a blunt object like a bat or a pen. Hashtag pray for Charlo. See, this is what we needed last week. See, this is what we need. This was the energy we were missing last week, Coach Amber. Opulent LD, he's back in the house. How you doing? Macados, Mac of the South. How you doing? Mike Biggs Boxing. Nice to see you. Black Attack. Tevis Smith. Thank you, Tevis. He says, good evening, Queens. Good evening, Tevis. Blessed to Fish. Who is this? DS? Phenomenal Mexican. How you doing? Acondo. He says, y'all make my Fridays. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh. Let my auntie introduce herself. She will cut all the way up.
We gonna have a problem at the family reunion this year because guess who's gonna be there when we get together this year? Me. I'm not having it with y'all. No, Squell. These people can't meet my auntie because they get to start being too friendly. She friendly already. I'm gonna have to windmill one of these folks because they too close. No.
Oh wow.
No.
What's up, Abil? We have Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. He says salute to the beautiful ladies. When Canelo loses, ooh, we gonna AP. Oh, we gonna have to put an APB out on BOXIANA. Yeah. Anyway, much love, ladies. Oh,
Nah,
Abel.
nah, I'm coming right up in this bitch. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Be prepared. Y'all think I'm joking. Y'all gonna be like, man, we hate Boxiana.
But
Get back
you had said you was just gonna go MIA. You changed your mind.
my mind. Cause I know all these little people's weak spots hurt their feelings. It's gonna be
Please
a
don't.
whole lot of hurt feelings.
You gonna hurt the feelings?
Yeah, because I'm gonna talk about your favorite fighter and all his mishaps.
Okay. Please, okay. Greg Abernathy, how you doing, Greg? He says, great work, respect, big time. And I love that thing you did for knockout boxing last night. An excellent podcast. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much for coming on over. Thank you. Let's see, who else we got in the house? Coach Amber back off in here, Southpaw Boxing, bless the fish. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Uh-oh. You all right? I already know. You okay? Okay. We're going to get into it, y'all. So there's a top ranked fight card tomorrow, and that's pretty much all the boxing we got to watch until further notice. I think 2 weeks. Maybe I think the 4th is some stuff going on, but tomorrow we have a top ranked card. But before we get into that, it's been a lot going on in just the world of boxing in general this week that we're going to tap into. And the first thing we'll tap into is there has been a big back and forth going on between a an undisputed champion round here. Mr. Devin Haney and the Ring magazine have been back and forth about what to do with said belt. And he basically said, y'all can shove y'all shit. That's what he told. BOXIANA, what exactly did he say to the people?
What he said was, let me get the address. Because Douglas Fisher, with his softest tissue booty ass, thought that he was cool enough to tweet and tell Devin, well, if you're not happy, send back the belt. Okay. Don't nobody want that goddamn belt. People be giving that shit back, throwing it at people. Nobody want that belt. And Douglas Fisher, listen, I'm going to start like actually talking about the people that need to be talked about. He's the person that needs to be talked about. Because for one, I feel like as an African-American person, you should put on just a tiny bit for your African-American people. You know, I ain't saying do it too much, but like, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong. We have a way of knowing the difference between right and wrong. His Caucasian skin like mine allows him not to use his black brain. So he got a ponytail, and I know men with ponytails got a way of thinking. I don't
He
like
got a Rico Suave?
Girl, you ain't seen that ponytail, Douglas Fisher. Baby, Doug got a ponytail. He has a ponytail, and not a little one. He got one that he can actually put back in a pot. It got some length on it, too.
He got a real Rico Suave.
He got a real Rico Suave. But it's a little thin up there at the top. But you can't tell yet because he keep all that hair at the top brushed over the middle.
I'm going to have to look him up. Okay. I'm sure I know his face. I just, it's escaping me right now. So, okay. This kerfuffle all started because Devin was removed from their pound for pound list. Okay. There are 10 boxers that are on their pound for pound list, Ring Magazine's pound for pound list, right? And when Devin won the belt, he was on the list. And I believe he came in at what, number 10? He came in at number 10, right? But then all of a sudden, who did they put on? Who did they remove him for?
I don't know, but Loma is back on the bitch at 6, which is really, really crazy to me because Devin is undisputed in Loma's weight class. So how is Loma on this list that ain't beat nobody with a belt, lost his belts? How is he still here? Like, I can understand Usyk
with 2 losses.
2 losses.
2 losses, and a very thin professional record. How the percentages ain't percentaging. There's no way in the world. And he hasn't fought in over a year. Has it been a year yet?
It's been almost a year. He fought Nakatani was his last fight, if I'm not mistaken. He beat
It's been a while. It's been a while since he's fought anybody. In some kind of way, he is still on this list. And I guess they just could not bring themselves to put the two active undisputed champions on the list. Like
Maul
that
is back.
No,
Maul
I know that's what I'm saying. They couldn't put them both on there. So they put Maul on there, but took Devin off.
There's too many color folks on that list. And I don't know. I know how y'all are about budget, but here's my thing. Pound for pound list should be of current active fighters, right? It's not nothing of the past, like none of that shit, right? I still don't know how Budrick is so high on the list. He got 1 belt. The last person he beat was Sean Porter, which, I mean, it's Sean Porter. No disrespect to Mr. Porter. Everybody loves Mr. Porter. But I don't know how he's number 3. Like, I want everybody to stop looking at previous achievements. That's not helping us in our current situation, y'all.
Exactly.
Sorry.
It's not. You friend, you are dead on the money with that one. They are constructing their list based on what has happened years previously. Bud is on that list because Bud was undisputed at 140. Loma is on that list because they want Loma to be on that list, because they've been pushing and peddling Loma since he was an amateur, telling us that he's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. I just think it's a farce. I think the whole thing is a farce, and I want Devin to send it back to him because they don't mean him any good. It kills them to say that he's undisputed. It's like flushing acid down the toilet for them to say, "You okay, friend?" It kills them to say that he's undisputed. I don't know what it is, what the vendetta is they have with him. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But they do not want to give that man the credit that he has earned for whatever reason. I have my own theory, but I'll hush for today. I just think it's awful, though. I think it's awful that they do him that way. And at some point, I know you say, don't pay attention to those lists, and those lists don't mean nothing, and they don't. But I mean, goddamn, they do, though. This is his profession. This is what this man does. So at some point, when are you guys going to credit him accordingly? Who is he going to have to beat? Loma did not want to fight him, so he couldn't rightfully get that credit. I'm confused as to what they think the criteria is for the list.
I don't know. Either way,
I don't know.
Whatever the criteria is for the list, Loma ain't fucking cutting the shit. I still don't understand why he's even there in the first damn place.
Yeah, it's and in a way, and they have all these people, and I like Monster. I like Monster anyway, but to me, it's their style. They're choosing the list based on the style that they like, is what it feels like, versus the records, versus the output, versus the level of competition. So
they've ranked the people that have had their belts.
I don't like nothing about this. I don't like nothing about this. And this is still Oscar's thing, right? Ring Magazine is owned by Oscar De La Hoya, correct? Okay.
It is.
Yeah. We're gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna just leave that right there, because let me just tell y'all, get ready. Get thee ready. Some kind of way between now and next year, this time, Ryan Garcia gonna be on that list.
Oh God, please spare us.
He is. He is. Anyway, yeah. Boxiana, have you regathered yourself? The chat
Yeah,
is concerned.
I live out here in the country.
What attacked you today?
A June bug. I hear it in here. I can't find it. Them bitches move so fast. That's okay. But I tell you what, you ain't gonna. I'm gonna windmill the shit out that bitch when I find my bullshit. I got a house full of kids. Y'all know how I feel about kids.
Better they be with you than somewhere else.
It's great. I got them instead of getting in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Good you have them there.
I'll be
Hey,
on
nephew.
the teenagers. Nope.
Okay, so the next thing on the docket is our favorite, your favorite, Rhode Islander. I know you just love Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Why Boo Boo running from Jennebeck, friend?
Because Jennebeck gonna put 2 feet, elbow, bunion, all that shit up in his ass. All of it. Jennebeck ain't no Jennebeck ain't no easy feat. Jennebeck ain't no easy feat. Jennebeck tough. He hit hard, and he ain't in that ring to play with nobody. I would avoid his ass too. But it's really, really, really crazy how what they're trying to set up. So he's vacating his belt to get a fight with, I want to say his name is Zach Parker.
Mm-hmm.
If he beats Zach Parker, he'll become the mandatory for Canelo. They slutting themselves out for Canelo. I don't care what nobody. Canelo is that guy. Payday. They want it.
But Canelo still has his franchise belt, correct?
Canelo still has his franchise belt.
So he can move like he want to move, correct?
He can, but big, huge but.
But
Jennebeck, that's a big name. And I want him to handle that. There's not I'm tired of boxing. I want to be done with glamour boxing. I want to go back to, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to fight you. I want to fight your ass. I like that. I want to go back. It has to go back to that because
at some point,
eventually, at this point, we're just getting shit for boxing at that.
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why. Boo Boo was just trying to fight Chris Eubanks, wasn't he? He's all over the place. Somebody sit the Demetrius down somewhere. Sit him down. We have Big 7A Sports TV in the house. What's up, 7A? He says, hey there, ladies. I'm drunk. Oh, God. Sydney and Shireen. No way. How can a man choose? Well, he better choose right. I bet you remember that line, don't you? Thank you, 7A. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't understand what Demetrius is doing at this point. He's all over the place. How you not gonna go fight Jennebeck though? How you gonna let a big fight on ESPN slide through your fingers? Because Jennebeck fights on ESPN. That would be great for somebody who needs to put themselves out there. That would be great for someone who needs exposure, as does Demetrius. Why would you turn that down to chase Canelo Alvarez? And there's absolutely no guarantee that you're going to get that fight. None whatsoever. What are you doing? Who is advising you? You've gone too many years with bad advisors. What's going on here? Friend, what you okay, friend? She not okay, y'all.
House full of kids. They trying to leave 2 seconds, friend.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with Demetrius, you guys. We have Dre's Finest in the house. He says, yeah. Uncle's still awake. Love you, ladies. Thank you, Dre's Finest. You stayed up to watch us tonight. Thank you. We appreciate it. And we have, what's up, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. He says, salutes to my cousin Boxiana and the beautiful Nik J. Thank you, Red. How you doing? How you doing? You all right, friend?
Windmill. That's windmill. Windmill your kids.
Yeah. Brother, what's his name? Brother Cole. He's very confusing. I don't. I'm starting to think Demetrius is a little slow. I'm starting to think a lot of these boxes are slower, like remedial slow. Like, and I don't know if it's because of the boxing that they're a little slow up top, but I'm really starting to believe. Like, I think Demetrius may be a little slow. And we're gonna go right on into who else I think might be a little slow. I think Anthony might be a little slow, friend.
I do believe. I think the only person that ain't a little slow, and it's because they can't reach his head, is Sebastian Fundora. That's it.
That's probably it.
That's it.
At this point, I think that's probably it. Um, I feel really bad. I don't want to say I feel really bad, but I did kind of feel a little bad for AJ friend. What happens with him now? What where is he gonna go next? What is he gonna do? Have we heard from him?
He going to hell if he don't pray.
He was praying in the ring he said before the fight he was praying in the mosque with the Muslims, and then he was praying in the ring with the man after the fight. So, but what is he gonna do? Who is he gonna fight next? Is he done? Is he finished? Is he coming back? What is he gonna do?
I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna model something. Everybody keeps saying they want to see him back. I don't know.
VJ say he's going back to the streets. That's where he going. He going back.
You know what? Let me tell you some real shit that I'm a conspiracy theorist when it comes to this whole boxing thing.
You are.
I think AJ is a bad person, but Eddie Hearn needs a Wilder, so he made him this schoolboy. You know what I'm saying? Good persona. You go out there and you talk good. I'm gonna whip you on the back. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, he made him be this person. That person that we saw, I think that's motherfucking AJ.
You think that's the real one? The one who grabbed the microphone and went on a tangent and told the world that he comes from the trenches and he's from the streets, and he looks up to Larry Hoover, and he listens to come outside. That one, I'm scared to come outside, and he sings on the IG to the people that him. You think he's the thug?
I do. I think he is an actual fucking menace to society, and I think they cleaned him up real good, made him look good for the people because he's a nice looking man. You wouldn't think no nice looking man is out there. That's why I be trying to tell my son, ain't no good looking man just out there in those streets like that. You look good. But there are some and a few that you run into, you be like, and he out there in the streets. AJ, I do believe he is that person.
Really?
I do.
I find that difficult to believe. But I think we Americans find it difficult to believe because we can't get past the accent and whatnot. But he has been telling us for the longest time that he is from the street, the trenches. That is the word that the British use. He is from the trenches. And he's been saying that for forever. So maybe he is, y'all. But if that's the case, I need him to fight like that. Because he fighting like he from like rich neighborhood or something. Like, he don't know. I mean, he's fighting real tentatively. He's not fighting with the aggression that he showed post match. So I'm confused. He has me confused as well. And I don't know what's next for him. Chat, what do y'all think is next? Yeah, the road. What do you guys think is next for AJ?
He's going to 50.
He's what?
He going to 50.
He going to 50.
Fenty.
Oh, he's gonna model. He's gonna model Fenty lingerie for men.
The actual lingerie, not the boxers, the lace panties.
Ma'am, you can't be from the trenches and model Fenty.
Yeah, why you can't?
No,
Why?
no.
Why?
Now he would be an excellent underwear model.
He is gonna wear
Don't get me wrong,
lace ones.
but um, I just really don't know what's next for him. Has he said anything since he broke down on the podium?
Mm-mm.
We haven't heard from him. But you know what I did hear, which is probably going to cost him his job. Did you see what Robert Garcia wrote about him?
No.
Girl. Robert Garcia basically called him a weak punk ass, a mentally weak punk ass, is what he said. I mean, he didn't say that verbatim, but that is what he said, though. He basically said that after he had a good round, I think it was round 9, whatever round that was, that AJ had a good round. That following round, when Usyk came back and had an even better round, basically that was his breaking point. That broke him, because up until then he really thought he was doing something, thought he was winning a fight, but that mentally broke him down. So he called him weak in so many words. He called him mentally weak, and I was like, oh, I don't know if he gonna have a job in his corner after saying that. It seemed truthful, but I mean, I was not expecting that to come from his trainer, like publicly like that. I said, "Oh, Robert." Anyway, Spurgood Marshall, how are you? He says, "My sweet combo. AJ is broken. If he comes back against any decent fighter, it will truly ruin his life. He needs some therapy and bonsai trees for peace." Wow. Well, I mean, hey, I don't know who is he gonna fight next. Dre's finest, he came back. He says, "New Nik J. AJ is from under the sink, sniffing glue." You know what? I
He
wouldn't be
needs to fight
surprised.
the demons.
Hmm?
Them demons is what he need to get first.
The demons?
The demons. Cause whoever we seen on Saturday, I don't know who that was. I don't think we
Exactly.
either.
I, I really don't know where what he can do
That
next.
was Nikki. That wasn't AJ. That was Nikki. Nikki Barnes. Okay.
Well, Nikki would have started shit. Okay. Brother Cole. Hey, Brother Cole, thank you for coming through. He says AJ just straight mentally broke. Can street talk 100. Yeah, yeah. That's all he can do, because he ain't doing nothing in that ring. Mr. Max said he fighting Jake Paul next. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. AJ versus Jake Paul. Yep. I And if that happens, he can go into retirement. Just go head on and go into retirement. He's going to need a break, though. He's going to need a break to gather himself after this, because I think in his mind, this is what I truly believe. I think he thought that he was going to have a better showing of himself this time, which he did. A little bit better showing of himself, and I think he thought they were going to give him the fight because of that. Kind of similar to what he did with Andy Ruiz in the second fight. Usyk is not Ruiz, though. And I think that's why he got that one scorecard for him, because this should have been a unanimous decision for Usyk too. He thought that if he performed a little bit better, that was going to be enough. And I think that's what prompted the outburst as well. He was pissed because they didn't give him that fight. He thought that he was going to win that fight because he stayed up on his feet. That's what I really think. And because that didn't happen, he flipped the switch. Spurgo Marshall, he's back. He says AJ also may be battling a sugary lifestyle secret. Now I'm not gonna put that on that man. I know y'all like to put that on that man, but I shall not.
Oh no! After I heard he was sleeping with that man's wife, when he was sleeping with Amir Khan's wife.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was it Amir Khan?
Yeah, it was Amir's Khan's wife.
Oh, okay, well, I shan't put that on that man. I'm not gonna do that. I am not. Acondo, how you doing? Back up in here. He says AJ is mentally done. He's getting stopped by a prospect from Walmart at this point in his state of mind. Wow, a Walmart prospect? Yikes. Well, I don't know, AJ. We wish you well, honey. I don't know. Ooh, Coach Amp. Y'all get Coach Amber. Coach Amber not here for them finger pointing and whatnot this evening. Okay. Well, moving right along. Yeah. And she got catch up to do because she wasn't with us last week. So she ready. She's locked and loaded. Well, also, we do have to touch the saga, the ongoing saga that we have no resolution for as of yet. Time is ticking and winding down. We still have not been given a fight date for Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. But Bud Crawford had time to give an interview to the Porter Podcast. Friend, did he give any enlightening information?
Yeah.
Any?
Yeah. Hold on. Hell no.
Oh, she's gonna tell us what the enlightening information is as soon as she windmills the Junebug.
Bro, this bitch so quick. And then I can't see. I don't even understand. This is some no, I'm gonna tell y'all with this shit out, because if you hear this furniture moving, y'all already know I'm getting busy. So this is what this is. Yeah, he told everybody what I said. He told everybody that he was going to the damn Hall of Fame and he didn't have to fight no Errol.
Ooh, is that right?
That is right.
So he's already got his mind made up that he's in the Hall of Fame and he doesn't need to fight Errol Spence Jr. to get there. Well, what is it that he wants to fight for then? Does he want to fight is my question. Does he want to fight, or is it just EJ that wants to fight? Chat, who wants to fight? Does he want to fight? Because I don't believe he wants to fight at this point. And I don't want to put that on Terrence. And there's so many different stories floating around. I don't know if Terrence wants to fight. That's where I am with it. But then there's also the story that Terrence wants more money for the fight, which I can understand. Because in my mind, he's about to lose. So, of course, he's going to want more money. But the thing is, fighting this fight, it's not... Do we even know if he's with anybody? Is he still solo right now? Is Terrence Crawford still solo right now? Does he have a promotional deal with anybody? Like, who is operating on his behalf? Who is negotiating on his behalf? And if the only somebody we can come up with at this point is Brian Bomack McIntyre, then in my mind, that's the reason why the fight ain't been made. I mean, somebody help me. Is that what's going on? He's solo dolo? Okay, so that's what the issue is in my mind. Because you out here negotiating, you in there with Bomack, and I'm gonna go back to what I said the other week when we had one of our very first shows on the Fight Party. Brother called in and he had me in tears, but he was so very sincere. And what he said was he hopes that when Bomack is going into those negotiations and into those business offices trying to make deals, he hopes he's not going in there the way he coming in that boxing ring looking sloppy, floppy, and not like a businessman. Because, that just is not a good look. That's what the man said. I tend to agree. I also know that you don't have to be so straight-laced and, business professional and, Harvard law and all of that to make a deal. But I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I don't know. That's why I said he need to get rid of his damn special small smelling ass. Bye.
Drake's Finest says Nik J is so fine, but BOXIANA blows my mind. Ooh, Drake's Finest, look at you staying up on a Friday night talking that good stuff. All right now, Drake's Finest. Friend, what is going on here? What do you think the holdup is? Like I mean, we talk a lot of, crap, but what do you really think the holdup is? And I hate speculating, but what do you think it is?
It's Budrick. Budrick wants more money. He said that. And we remember last week I said in that interview that Bomac had, he said they got what Spence wanted. If he want the fight, he gonna have to make some sacrifices, which means give Bud more money. If Bud don't get that 50-50, he don't want that fight. Period.
Tevis Smith says there's plenty of fighters in the Hall of Fame, but we don't remember most of them. Bud needs this fight to become legendary. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. He's right when he says he's already in the Hall of Fame. They've casted this man's fist already. So there's no doubt that he's going. He's one of only 8 boxers in the modern era that is truly undisputed. He did it at 140, so he's gonna go in. But I don't like the energy that it gives when he says I don't need Spence to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you don't necessarily need him, but if you're that guy, you should want that name on your resume. You should want that W on your resume. And that was always my question. Errol has always been very specific about wanting to be undisputed at 147. Always. I don't think I've ever heard Terrence Crawford say that. And maybe he doesn't because he did it at 140. So I'm not going to put that on him. I believe this is a goal of Errol's. But like I said many moons ago, something about the personality of Terrence Crawford tells me that he's spiteful enough to be the person to prevent Errol from getting it. Not because he beat him in the ring, but because he wouldn't get in the ring. That's just me. That's just how I feel. We have Brian Clark. He says, Queens, what up, though? AJ done if Wilder... Well, AJ's done. If Wilder is his old self, bomb squad all day. BOXIANA, say Budrick 3 times. I don't know why when you say that name, I laugh hard as fuck. Can you say Budrick for that man one time, please?
It's because I say it so hard. Budrick.
Yes, you do.
It's Budrick. I can't. Yes, I don't. Yeah, it's Jay Good fault.
It is Jay Good fault. That term came from Jay Good, and BOXIANA has adopted it. That is that man's name as far as she is concerned. Coach Amber, she's back. She said Bud might go to the Hall of Fame, but if he don't fight EJ, he might not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now there you go. Okay, Coach Amber. Anyway, so that's the saga. The saga continues with Bud and EJ. And EJ here he had been kind of silent, but this week he put out a couple of tweets. I saw him tweeting during which fight was it? Whose fight? Oh, during the Figueroa fight, where he was saying that his dad should stop this. So I saw that, and then this week he put out a very interesting tweet saying how, he gets pleasure from breaking a man's will, breaking him down in the ring and basically snatching his soul. So that was pretty interesting too. People speculate there's a shot fired, blah, blah, blah. Man, sign these contracts and announce this fight because I'm tired of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. I am sick of y'all at this point. My interest is waning. And if y'all don't hurry up and come on, I'm through. Not that I mean anything to anybody, but my interest is waning. swiftly on this fight. Spurgood Marshall, he's back up in here. He says, why is there such a united front against Errol? I don't know.
It's the same against Devin. They lining up and marching against Devin too.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I have theories, but I won't say. So both of them men have, very, very prominent, strong fathers.
I don't know, but I know Budrick Dwayne, if he don't get his shit together, it's really gonna be an issue. But we knew this. He did this with Manny. And then it didn't come out until after him and Manny didn't fight, of the reason why he didn't fight Manny.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody blamed Bud for that. That shit dissipated. But
they don't talk about it at all.
No. But it's crazy to me how Bud is asking for more money and people are mad at Errol for saying, no, he getting what he gonna get. How is it fair? How am I going to get Queens of the Ring back if Nik owned Queens of the all I own the ring? How I'm gonna get Queens of the Ring back if Nik owned Queens of the can I get 50-50 if she owned 3 words of the 4? I think not.
Nope.
I think not. I think I'm gonna take what I'm gonna get and go about my business because that is what it is.
I just, in my mind, the stubbornness, I read stubborn, I read spiteful. That's what I get. And I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, I hope I'm wrong. But that's just how I feel. That's how I feel. And Jaylene, yes, I believe that has some. That is an underlining issue, and a lot of the reason why they get the vitriol that they get, because they haven't done anything to anybody. They haven't done anything to anybody, but it just they have very strong male, and not male. They real daddies. And some real strong advisement. But they real daddies are very present. And I think a lot of people ain't feeling that. That's just me. But we're gonna move on to the actual fights that are taking place this weekend. And we have 2 heavyweights, 2 up and coming American heavyweights on this top ranked card tomorrow. And then we have Comey coming back. And I was so happy that Comey cut them little bleached twigs out his head, and he's looking like his normal Richard Comey self. He's fighting Pedraza tomorrow, and they're fighting at junior welterweight at 140. Okay, very interesting. The last time I saw Comey, he fought Loma, I believe, and lost. And I think he's fought since then, but that's the last time I saw him. But I like him. I like Richard Comey. He's a very happy-go-lucky, just a positive attitude kind of guy. And so I'm always rooting for him. Did you see the weigh-in, friend? How'd you think he looked?
He looked like himself. They both look like they self. I hope he wins this fight. He really do need some comeback monstrous kind of things because he's been getting shitted on lately. And like after T.O. knocked him out really, really early, it ain't been the same. I feel like there was a fluke. I think he just hit him with a freak punch, but he be getting beat up in the ring. So, I mean, hell, we're going to be honest. Shit, I ain't finna sugarcoat it for him. I'm not going to. Sir be getting beat up. So I just hope he come in there tomorrow windmilling for his life, and I hope he prepared because that's a come forward ass fighter he finna get in the ring with. So we just gonna see.
Yeah, Pedraza and Comey have been beat by Loma, right? Did Pedraza fight Loma? He fought him too, didn't he? Yeah, a while ago. Yeah, so I'm wishing him well. That is Richard Comey, but I like Pedraza too. But I'm rooting for Richard Comey, and they both look good on the scale. I expect nothing less. They both came in, made weight easy. They were both under 140. I think one came in Pedraza was at 139, and Comey was at 138 and some change. So they look great on the scale. But I want to talk about the heavyweight fights that are also on the card. And your favorite, well, I'll talk about F.A. Ajagba first. F.A. Ajagba is fighting. Who is F.A. fighting? F.A. is fighting Darmos, some chunky heavyweight named Darmos. I saw him on the at the weigh-in looking pudgy and chunky and whatnot. I don't know much about him. Friend, do you know anything about Darmos?
I don't know a damn about him. They just be pulling names out of anywhere to fight that man. He ain't fighting no damn legit competition ever. He gonna be
No.
fighting mechanics and Walmart security, stuff like that.
And the one legitimate piece of competition that he fought, I think he lost, didn't he? Yeah, Sanchez. He fought Sanchez and lost. So he looked good though. He looked good on the scale. Big, nice, fit heavyweight. He doesn't have titties, but his opponent has like an A cup. Um, but I'm expecting FA to win this fight tomorrow, and I'm expecting him to look really good doing it. And there's also another heavyweight fight on that card. Your favorite person, your favorite your favorite upcoming American heavyweight slash PlayStation snatcher, Jared, the real Big Baby Anderson. He's fighting tomorrow. He's fighting a fellow named Ravikanian. And now he looked in better shape than the guy that FA is fighting. But I think he's gonna get beat up too. And Jared Big Baby Anderson looked like he was in phenomenal shape. Like, he's young, so he has, he was still kind of pudgy. Well, he coming into his own because he wasn't pudgy at all on the scale. He had a nice six pack, and let me just say this. I forget sometimes that these folks is young. So he had made statements previously that made me really upset with him. But I saw an interview that he did this past week, and he seems to be maturing. So I tell y'all, I give people a season, and then I put whatever it was that they pissed me off about, I let them make it. So he is out of his 3-month probation, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does tomorrow. What did you think about the weigh-in? Did you see it?
I saw bits and pieces. I was looking for the PlayStation man. See if he had some PlayStations in his bag with him trying to bribe the people out in the audience. But he looked decent. I mean, he looks better than he used to. I don't know. He must have got him a nutritionalist. Don't leave. He got him a nutritionalist, and he lost some weight. He looks in fighting shape. I still want my PlayStation. I want one for myself now. My son has one. Now I want one. And I felt like he brought some with him to the weigh-in. They were in the back. They were probably all empty boxes. But I feel like he came with some. But I can't wait to see what he looks like. I'm actually excited to see him fight. I ain't seen him in the ring in so long.
You've been calling for him.
Yeah, I do. I would like to see them fight.
Yeah. So he should be, doing his thing. I expect another awesome knockout. Doesn't he have like a 100% knockout rate right now? He's very fresh in his career, y'all. So just keep that in mind. But he's starting to get in better shape. You can tell his muscles are filling out. He's getting leaner, but he's also getting firmer. His muscles are getting firm.
Yeah, I wonder where them PlayStations is at. He probably had them somewhere hiding in his back. I'm mad. I ain't never letting that go.
I think he's done with the PlayStations.
I'm never letting it go. I'm never letting it go. I will hold on to that like Jack held on to that little piece of wood out there in that cold ass water. I'm gonna hold on.
Please tell me you saw that meme with them pings with them. When I tell you I screamed when I saw that,
Internet should not be free.
it should not.
No, 30
These
seconds
people,
fucking pay for it because the content on that bitch is unmatched.
these people are so creative. Okay, we're not gonna even go down that path, but that was hysterical. So yeah, I'm picking Big Baby, I'm picking FA, and I'm picking Comey tomorrow. Who you got?
I got FA tomorrow, PlayStation Jared, and I'm praying Comey wins. I want Comey to win.
If you were betting.
Damn, that's so sad. I'm for my people, you guys. Like,
I mean, we got what KQKC say? Call balls and strikes, man. You gotta call balls and strikes. Hey, you gotta. I hope he wins too.
Friend, if he don't win, I'm gonna be so sad for him. I really am.
I am too. I'm gonna be sad.
Win that bad.
I'm gonna be sad for him. I'm gonna be sad. Okay, so there's one last topic that we want to discuss, you guys, and I almost got a headache. I almost had a migraine after I rolled my eyes when I read the headlines. I mean, so at what point is the statute of limitations up on sexual assault? Because we have some women who are saying 60 years ago, 60 years ago, they were assaulted by George Foreman. And friend, I have no words. Friend, I have no words. I have none. I have no words.
I got some words.
I know you do.
I do. First off, like, there is no statute of limitation on pain. Okay. There's some things, what I'm saying? Everybody goes through some stuff, like they don't never let stuff go. But 60 years is a very, 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 I could see 10 years, like, before you even ready to talk about it. 60 years, ma'am, you don't remember what you ate yesterday.
You don't even remember the facts.
You don't remember what you ate yesterday. You don't remember really. Somebody at this point has to actually wipe your ass for you probably at this point. What's going on?
What's really going on here? I'm trying to figure out what court is taking this seriously. And I'm not a fan of George Foreman, but I just think this is a whole lot of bullshit. Yeah, I'm sorry, mama, y'all. But I just really think this is a whole bunch of bullshit. Why are they messing with this man like this? What evidence are you going, what other than he said, she said, what are you going to bring forth in the court of law? What?
Shit, I don't know if you got none. Because they didn't even have camera. You couldn't even take a picture of your situation back then. Like, what's happening at this point? What do we do?
I just think it's so, you want to take people's pain seriously, but the disclaimer for the disclaimer for folks, y'all just be very, very careful, because if they are really conducting some type of investigation 60 years later and like really putting this out in the news for people to see and stuff, just imagine what they'll do today. Can you imagine? It's 2022. What's 60 years from now? 2082? Can you imagine somebody coming back saying, and the proof that they will have to give?
What I tell you, friend, if somebody say something, what I tell you, it's old. It's old, friend. When I mean it's old, it's really, 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 really old, friend. I didn't change my life since then. I don't know if they talking about. I feel like you remember Drea said your wholeness can be deleted. I think that once you get a certain age, like some, I ain't gonna say all. If you want them
Right.
weird that's like fucking with kids, shit like that, your wholeness ain't never deleted. You a hoe for the rest of your life. But
Mm-hmm.
there's some instances where your wholeness can be deleted. And I think after 60 years, your
Ma'am,
wholeness.
you are a whole senior citizen. Like a whole senior citizen. What do what you been doing? What you been doing? What you been doing?
And it sounds really bad. Like I'm not saying that what he did was right. If he did do the shit,
But that's what I'm saying. We won't be able to prove. You're never going to be able to prove that. All you're going to be able to do is try to convince somebody that you're telling the truth, and then he's going to fight tooth and nail to say he didn't, especially if he really didn't. And I just don't think it's right to have nobody to try to figure out who's telling the truth at this
that
point.
got 9 kids named George.
Take
Okay,
this shit to the grave, girl. Hell.
he got 9 children named George. Okay, there was plenty.
Are there any Georginas?
I think he got a girl, but I don't know what
Okay.
he got one girl.
Well, if I was Georgina, they would have to see me. They would have to see me. They would have to see me.
Somebody.
88 Sports Talks. He says these women got Alzheimer's at this point. What the hell? Exactly. Exactly. And I hate to sound insensitive, but I just think that's so messed up. They would have to see me. They would definitely have to see me if this was my. Do what you've been doing. Whatever you've been doing, you've been holding on to this secret. Keep holding. Keep holding on. Because this ain't it. This just is not it. You go to your therapist, you do whatever. What are you gaining? What are you trying to capture at this point by going public like this with an accusation that you know you can't prove? I don't like that. I don't like that.
She has to have a handwritten document from him himself with his signature, time and a date on it. Say, I did this to you on this date. I hope you remember it forever. And that's the only way that's gonna be able to get proved.
That's it. That's it.
Unless she still got her drawers from that night. Sorry.
Y'all, thank y'all for coming through. Friend, go on ahead and get him your closing word. Is there anything else you want to tell the people before we get out?
We got one more thing to cover.
What else?
We got Ortiz and Ruiz.
Ortiz and Ruiz is coming up
on the 4th.
With
who you got? I just want to know who you got before we leave.
We can't pick yet. We gotta pick the week of.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't pick yet.
Let me get my closing then.
Yeah, I gotta see what they look like at the weigh-in first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't drink as much as I wanted to. Excuse my interruption because I live out in the country and the June bug decided to attack me. But we thank y'all so much for coming through. We love doing this shit for y'all, even though our weeks be long. We love doing this shit right here. So keep saying our name in all the places that matter, because believe it or not, people, it's working. People know who the queens of the ring is. It's really weird for people to be suggesting that we are really this package, and we are. Me and my friend are actually a package, you guys. So we appreciate you wholeheartedly. We will see y'all on Sunday with our slew-footed brother. And then back on Friday. Let me stop because y'all my listen. Okay, before I go, I'm gonna tell y'all funny, okay? So I be making fun of Black feet. Everybody here, y'all know, been knowing for the last 2 years, me and Black have had a running back and forth about his feet, right? So the Lord said, he was like, I'm going to fix you from talking about this man's feet because you just go so hard. So the Lord is trying to take the foots off my ankles and throw them bitch by the wayside. I don't know what the hell is going on with my feet, but somebody got the motherfucking foots, put both sides of their hands on it like a hamburger and bent them bitches up like this. I got on 2 different tennis shoes, you guys. 2 different tennis shoes. And if you think I'm lying, my friend seen my feet, so she know she did. I got on 2 different tennis shoes. Somebody is bending my motherfucking feet from the inside up. Them bitches they just like this right now. They have literally rolled themselves up like fucking fists, and they in my shoe bent up with an arch right now. So I'm just
Like
letting
the Wicked Witch. Like the Wicked Witch when the
you
house fell on her.
like they did under that house. These bitches is drawn up and they are tight, baby. I need some crutches, a boot, something. These motherfucking foots need to get off my ankle immediately. I need new feet. If anybody know where I can buy new feet on Amazon, I'm willing to have these bitches cut off tomorrow. I was in this bitch crying. I had to limp to my area for us to do this show. So I'm letting bitch, go to hell. With that being said, thank y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that we appreciate y'all. But yeah, my feet is fucked up, y'all. So I'm fixing to go try to unball these bitches out these shoes. Cause I might be crippled and I might be in a goddamn hospital. I got gout. Is this what gout feels like? No.
Mute. Jesus, mute, Lord. Mute. Brian Clark, thank you so much for coming in. He said it was not George Foreman, it was Joe Louis. Brian, bye. Bye, Brian. Bye. And Coach Amber says dinosaur draws. That's exactly what she would have to do. Them fossil draws. Whew. And TD Harden, he says the Texas girls are at it again. Yes, TD Harden, we at it every Friday and again on Sunday. Y'all, thank you so much for coming through. We really appreciate you sharing your Friday evening with us. We will be back, like she said, next Friday, same time, same channel. And we'll see you all on Sunday with Black Fight Fan on his channel. We'll be doing the fight party, going over all the fights that happened this weekend. And he always has interesting topics for us to delve into. So thank you guys so much. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Y'all have fun. I'm about to enjoy my mommy and her husband. I love when they come, y'all. They are always so very good to me. I be feeling like a spoiled brat a little bit sometimes. I know my cousins that are in the chat, y'all, they be big mad and stuff because I'm grown, but I ain't though. But I am. But I ain't. Anyway, so y'all have a good time. We finna have a fun good time this weekend, and we will see y'all back next week. Bye, y'all.